In the previous editions of L&D Snippets, we talked about why lifelong learning is important. We also discussed how we can become lifelong learners. Today, let's spend some time talking about the fundamentals of learning. Let's discuss how learning happens in our brain. Our brain consists of billions of brain cells, and these brain cells are called neurons. The neurons are composed of a fiber-like material, brain fibers. They're also called dendrites. So when we listen to, hear, or read, or watch something new, or when we practice something or try something new, our brain grows dendrites, or the neurons grow dendrites. And these dendrites actually help neurons connect through several other neurons in the brain at contact points called synapses. And in this process, neurons create several networks or the neural pathways in the brain. There possibly could be 10,000 such pathways per neuron. And just imagine with having billions of neurons in our brain, how many such pathways or networks we possibly could have in our brain. So growing dendrites and forming neural networks or pathways are essential to learning and storing information in our brain for a long time. So like a branch grows on an existing branch in a tree, dendrites grow on existing dendrites in the brain. So essentially what it means is any new information, or learning any new information, is based on what we already know or the information that's already stored in our brain. So that's why in learning, L&D practitioners, when they bring new knowledge to our learners, they essentially introduce foundational learning before they introduce new concepts. So these are interesting facts, aren't they? As we practice more, the dendrites grow stronger and thicker. And a strong and a thick dendrite is essential for long-term storage of information. So that's how we learn. We understand how practice is essential to formation and retention of new knowledge. So the brain has two types of memory. It has short-term memory and it has long-term memory. So any information that we store or we remember for a short time, and we might just forget after a few seconds or a few minutes, like remembering a telephone number, till the time you actually dial that number on your phone, and probably after dialing that number you forget. So that's an example of short-term memory, an information which is stored in our memory for a very short period. But information that's important, that's significant, that we need to remember for use and leverage in future, that needs to be stored in our long-term memory. And that's possible if something is very important. We attach a lot of importance to it. We read